Beautiful new day, people. I'm hopping on today because I got something that I would just like to put out there and share with my community. Um, it just came up in conversation about when you're traumatized and you haven't healed yet, and you're judging people, you're judging situations. Are you really fit to judge if you're still traumatized? And a lot of us are doing that. I've been guilty of it myself, hadn't healed from trauma. And every decision you make is affected by it. You must take the time to heal. Um, I was talking to a friend, and recently it came up in conversation. She felt that this person at her job doesn't keep it real, and she can't deal with fake, phony people. And I know there are deceitful people, there are cunning people out here in the world. They do whatever they need to do, even tell lies to get what they want. But at the same time, there are people who are telling what's true for them. Their journey has made whatever they're saying their truth. And it may not necessarily resonate with the person that you're telling that to, because their journey has prepared them and made what's true for them what's not true for you. So we need to extend grace to each other. And I know that's hard to do for someone who's still traumatized. You got to take the time to go off to yourself in solitude and really be alone with your feelings and your thoughts, and start to understand and unravel all that trauma and heal. It's so important because it will affect so many relationships, whether they are personal relationships or work relationships, and just going about doing your business in your community, interacting with people daily. And I'm in a relationship now, and it's amazing. I'm enjoying getting to know him on so many levels. I hope he is enjoying getting to know me as well. But I'm coming from a place of understanding. So me operating in a relationship is completely different than I used to operate in a relationship. So, but getting back to the discussion, she was like, "Well, she does this, she does that," but honestly, that could be right for her. Everybody think because they think something or feel it is real, and that's not necessarily true when you're coming from a place you're still traumatized in. That space. It's important. It's important. You can ruin friendships and relationships from still dealing with your trauma, but still trying to create a healthy relationship, a healthy friendship, even with your children. Traumatized people are raising children, and children grow up thinking that's the norm, and they take that into their relationships. We hear that all the time, and you can F a kid up if you traumatize and you're raising them. Since my boys are now grown men, I've gone to them many a times and asked them, like, from your perspective, now that you're a grown man and you can now look back at how I mother you, where do you feel or what do you think I did great at, and what do you think I did wrong? And I love having those conversations with my children, with my grown sons. And I don't know if anybody else out there is doing that, but I think it's important, it's healthy to have these conversations with your children when they become men and women. Some people may be fearful to have conversations like that. Even with my girlfriends, and I mean the old friend girl, because I'm not gay, but and there's nothing wrong with, if you are gay, you love who you love, honey. But I'm kind of old fashioned. I still say girlfriends. I talk to my girlfriends, and we talk about what their needs are with the friendship with me, and what my needs are having a friendship with them. And it's been times I go on hiatus from all my friends and don't talk to any of them, and shut my phone completely down And I have some who took offense to it, and I have a couple, just a few, that stayed on the team and understood me completely. And when I was able to call back and say I'm back, and they're like, "Hey, you're back," and I'm celebrated. We celebrate each other, the reunion. And you got some who take offense to it, like, hell to the no. I ain't talked to you in such and such time. You know, that's a problem. They real needy. But then you have to look at where that need come from. Why you got to stay in contact with somebody all the time? Why can't you be by yourself and not be able to have that person in access to you all the time? Comment below. I so want to hear from my community. See what y'all think about all this. I ain't doing much. Just over here in my thoughts and listening to inspirational things, and get quiet again and cut everything off and eat grapes, drink water. But I'm interested to see how you guys feel about even the people in your lives who you got to deal with and have a relationship with and share space with, who are still traumatized, and they operating from a truth that's from trauma. Let me know. All right. Bye-bye.